Hello guys and welcome, it's TD. I'm always getting asked about like,
hey, I'm new, what should I do?
And I think it's about time I put out a video just to explain to new players, like you need some tips, you need to know what to do, you need to sort of have a clue at what you're doing in this game. For those of you who don't know, it's Ghost of Tabor. This is a game that's it's designed to be like a VR version of Escape from Tarkov, which is a looter extraction shooter. So in this game, you go into maps, you grab loot, you bring it back to you. You got to know how to extract, of course, but we'll get to that. First things first, a lot of people, I always get told stuff like, hey, I can't kill a guy with armor, or everyone's too chatted out. But a lot of people don't realize it really just matters on the bullet type you're using. Okay, so if you come in here, naturally, if you use guns like this, you're never really gonna have an issue killing people. So a lot of you use like MAT 49s and all these low caliber things. Fine example. This is a 5.7 bullet. Okay, if you're shooting someone with that, it's not going to do as much damage. Here, I'll leave that one out on the table. The main key takeaway from this is to know your guns. There's a lot of different things you can use. That there is not going to do the same damage as that, mainly because the bullet size. Now, 7.62 x 5.1, this here is a handgun round, whereas this goes into an MSAS. Yeah, so like that's the round that would go into an MSAS, and the MSAS you'll drop a kitted player in like 2 or 3 shots, whereas that 5.7 round, I mean, you're shooting them in the chest. It's not gonna do much unless you're running AP like that bullet is, which comes to the next thing. If you ain't going back on the wall, I'm gonna sell you. Yeah, I'm not doing it. Whenever you're crafting ammo in this game, you need to know your ammo types. You have FMJ, which here, we'll just make
12 seconds later.
There's your standard and there's your AP. So your standard bullets all have little red tips to them. This is just FMJ. If you're shooting someone with armor with this, it's not going to go through that. It has a very low penetration chance. Now, if you're using armor piercing, the bullets have black tips on them. That is always your best bet. If you run armor piercing, you can go right through a collector helmet. Now, pistol rounds and stuff, there's not like 100% guaranteed chance. It may change in the future. I don't know. But for the most part, armor piercing is always, if you're having trouble killing kitted players, this will help you. I don't know what to do with these now. I don't want it. Now, of course, AP, you can't just go and buy it. You have to find it in raids. But I don't know if this here is enough for you guys, but it's not hard to find them once you're decent at the game. If you can't find them in raids or running key cards, the best way to get AP is to speed run your traders. I have videos out on how to speed run your traders. Just join my own Discord, of course. Join the Discord and just trade spears or something. There's a lot of people who will never, and I mean never, they will never upgrade their traders because they don't want to. So they hit up Discords and they come buy spears and all these high-end guns off of y'all, and they'll trade you AP powders, they'll trade you GPUs, key cards, whatever, or just Karunas because they're expensive. But that's not really a tip for a new player, so we'll just, the main takeaway to this is you need to know your ammo type. It doesn't matter not only the size of the bullet you're using, it also matters whether or not it's AP. It makes a big difference whenever it comes to fighting kitted players. Now, of course, you can always also just run a bar. Do I have bar ammo? No, I'm not a Timmy. If you go to the market, you can press your button here. On me, it's an index, but on you, it'd be your quest's left-handed button. You go to the Tabor market. Whenever you go to Spectre, you can buy a bar at Spectre level 1, and they hit hard, very hard. Other than that, the main thing y'all need to do, I've ran with many of you. I have ran with so many of you, and you just got to be honest with yourself. Your aim is terrible. A lot of you have bad aim. What you can do is, if you want to practice with a specific gun, like, so say you're taking a 5C into a raid, you have a shooting range in your bunker. Whether you're using iron sights, a dot, whatever, just practice on the moving target back there. Now, if you can hit all these too, just practicing hitting your shots is a massive thing. This one will spin as you shoot it. So if you want a moving target while you're shooting, hitting your shots is always going to be like, you might just be walking up on someone with a Glock or something and just spraying the absolute hell out of them. But if you're not actually aiming at them and hitting your shots, you're going to struggle. You can reset this at any time by just pressing the button, but definitely practice your aim in here if you're using a new gun and haven't actually like shot anything with it yet. Other than that, there's other things to this bunker that a lot of people don't realize. For instance, as you rank up, naturally, I'm level 70. I have everything under the sun in this game unlocked. So as you rank up, you'll get different armories. These are good because you start out with this one. Once you unlock armory 2, you can craft your own ammo. To do that, you put brass in here, you put powder in here. These are powder jars. I don't have a brass jar, but you'll find brass chunks and you just set them in there to craft your own ammo. You can craft any caliber of bullet in here and any ammo type, just as long as you have the powder and brass for it, except for a 50 cal. You can't craft Barrett ammo. I don't know if that's on purpose. I don't know if they're going to change it. But eventually unlock armory 3. It's just more storage space, ultimately. There's nothing else else to this. But you have your other rooms too. So you have storage. It's pretty self-explanatory. This is just storage shelves. You can store items here. I use it for helmets and armor personally because I don't have room for it everywhere else because everything is so full. But a big one is the med room. I see a lot of you all the time bringing backpacks into raids and like you just have nothing in it. There's like an extra bullet or an extra mag, whatever. Like you never have bandages or meds. So these heal you when the phoenixes shoot you. These stop you from bleeding. To make those, as you rank up, of course, you don't have this right away. If you want to craft bandages, if you find toilet paper in raid, you come to here and you just stick it in this tray. One toilet paper will craft you bandages. Now, as you rank this up, it matters whether or not you get 1, 2, or 3 bandages, but you got to rank up to do that. Now in here, it takes a hash brownie, we'll call it that. You can make your own nerds. So as you rank this up, you can get like 2, 3, and 4 nerds. But to get those hash browns, you need to unlock the nursery. So once you unlock this nursery, you unlock this grow table here. To grow things here, you got to go to the market again and find the Takistan sun seeds by Jiri. You got to plant them in these little soil plots. And you got to buy a water jug and just fill up this water. You have to keep it full every day. It takes 3 full IRL days to cycle the plants through their growth to where you can harvest them into a brownie. And I think I have one. I think I can show you. Once you're done with them, they come out looking like this. So you just set this in there. Why not? I'll show you. You just set it in there. Then you push that green button. It makes you some NRSs. You can use these in raids. Of course, you can also buy them. You can find them. You can get them off players you kill. But if you're new to this game, you're probably not killing a lot of players. And that's fine. Other than that, you have this maintenance room. It'll be unlocked simply because you're allowed to paint your guns here. You just set a gun here, select the paint. There's only specific things available for certain things. Like this is the meta review, so you can only put it on an AKM, nothing else. I don't even know how I got that because this is Steam, so I don't know. And here's the one you got from the Valentine's Day drops. VR Awards Game of the Year, you can paint your Deagle gold. Founding Father, you can make AK alphas with Founding Father. By the way, if you ever want these, if you just join the Twitch channel, anytime you join me in raids, you can bring me as many alphas as you want. I'll paint them for you and bring them back for free. Anyways, you can't use the storage until you unlock this place. I think you unlock it at like level 42. Now you have your kitchen, of course. In here, you should have some starter supplies. You need food and water in raids. Your green and your blue there, that's your food and water. Whenever it goes all the way down, not only will your character start grumbling and moaning and making all sorts of noise, but you'll start taking damage when they go all the way down. So it's good to have food and water. A lot of these cans refill kind of both. And right now, I don't know if that's going to change or not, but definitely tangerines, peaches, and fruit cocktails are the ultimate way to go. But if you can't find those, just grab you a couple Choco bars and a plastic water bottle and you're good to go. And if you keep these, you can refill them in here. So like you have water filters here. You can get these from Jiri. You just hold your bottle under the sink and refill it. This also works with my milk creator item, by the way. I'll show you. If you ever happen to be running a night raid and you find one of my milks, should you be lucky enough to find one, I don't find them often, you can refill it with the water system here. It takes a bit more, but when you drink this, it refills your food and your water. And yeah, that's a picture of me on the side. That's f***ed up in it. But anyways, I'm going to put this back. Now, when you're in here, a lot of people have asked me, like, they have a lot of items, they don't know how to sell them and stuff like that. Selling stuff in this game is really easy. So here, we'll use a Ragnar. You just toss it up. You just toss it on this conveyor belt. It goes into there. Give it a second to load. If you throw a lot of items on here, it's going to take a while to load. Just wait for it to load. And then you can either sell it to individual traders, which you need to do to rank them up, or you can hit the sell all button. It'll give you more money. I have 20 million Karunas. Now, when it comes to trader leveling, I'm a master at this. I already have every trader level 5, and I think I'm the only content creator to do it. Now, American Merchant of Death, you can't rank them up, but they have all these tasks that will give you Karunas and experience to level up your actual level. The XP one's over here. I'm working on it. So your XP, you have to get this level up to unlock all the rooms. You have to get their levels up to unlock further things to purchase from each individual trader. Spectre and Minty, of course, will always be your focus. If you're new, if you want guns, focus Spectre first. If you want armor, focus Minty first. If you want to level them up fast, it really just matters, like whatever quest you have at the moment. I don't have any, of course, I can't show you, but it'll say like take something to Matka Underground or take something to Island. Just make sure you run the quest over and over again and just kind of pick tasks that you can do along the way. Majority of them just involve wearing the T1 helmet and armor and killing scavs or players. But if you want more info on that, just look at my Minty 5 speedrun video or the Spectre 5 speedrun video. I'm not going to make those videos for Shiro, Jiri, and the HP lady because I don't know if anyone cares about them. And this lady's the hardest one to level up. She sucks. Good luck. But moving on. If you're walking up here, you might notice my lights are on. Yours might not be. All you got to do is go in this power room. Mine's about to run out. Just get you a gas can. set it on there. You can leave it there, it'll fill. But whenever your lights are off, you got to put gas in it and just hit the red button. It'll turn your lights on in your bunker. Now I mentioned GPUs earlier. That's what this intel room is for. When you're in here, you can put GPUs on these racks. So you reach a point where you have them all full. As long as you keep your gas full and your lights on, this will get you 120 Karunas per minute. Now, if you want to do the math on that, that's all you, but it adds up to a lot a day. I think you end up with like 100,000 a day, which I also have another video on how to speed run that. So if you want to unlock GPUs faster, it just involves running a lot of mall, I'll be honest with you. But I have a full video to show you the locations and everything. This is all you have to do. You fill this up, you'll just get rich over time without playing, as long as you keep your kiosk empty in the trade room. Other than that, I do get asked all the time about gold bars, like how do you get them? You need 8 million Karunas. That's all there is to it. Once you get 8 million, you unlock gold and silver bars. This is the most stacked you'll see this room. I mean, hitting 100 million Karunas will not make this any bigger. It just always looks like this past 8 million. And that's it. If y'all don't know too, you have a barracks up here. You generally have starting gear here. Like you have extra backpacks. You might have some armors in the locker. Definitely use that. If you're a new player, my biggest tip to you is when you're in raids, wear armor. Like if you're dying to scavs and stuff, they're shooting you 4 times and you're dying because you don't have armor on. This is what saves you. Now, you probably don't have collector kits lying around, but anything you can wear is gonna help you. If you have gear fear, I mean, I don't understand you. Like there's no reason for it. If you don't ever use this gear, they wipe the game every 3 to 6 months or so. You're gonna lose it regardless. So like run what you have. If you end up running out of gear, you're able to reset your account so often. To do that, you open this menu here, go to your profile, and there's a reset option in there. I'm not gonna show it because it gives my EOS ID or whatever. You shouldn't go around giving that to people. Other than that, if you don't have ammo to practice at the shooting range, I would say open your menu here, go to the tutorial. In that tutorial area, there's even a picture of a gun range. There's preset guns in there you can practice shooting with. Having your aim, I mean, being able to aim with your guns, that's the main thing that's going to ever save you in these raids. That's just something you have to do. Like, I mean, you really, that's basically all there is to it. If you ever have trouble and want to go into raids without other players too, you can select training here. Whenever you're in training, whatever you bring into a raid, you can use it in the training raid. There will be no other players. You can loot, you can kill, whatever. It's just whatever you loot in raid will not come back to your bunker with you. But at the same time, whatever you wear into that or bring into that, you won't lose it either. It'll always come back to you. So if you just want to do that, this is what a lot of you new players need to do. If you don't want to die a lot, hop into training raids, put on your best kit so you can just kill the scavs and learn the maps. The absolute best tip I can give y'all, outside of learning your ammo, learning how to aim, learning how to do all that, is to learn your maps. Just spawn into these, get to know the maps, get to a point where you walk around comfortably knowing where you're going, and that will definitely help you later whenever you're actually fighting. Because a lot of times you're going to end up fighting someone. When you're in a PvP fight with someone, if you don't know where you're going, probably going to die. Because a lot of the fighting in this game revolves around rotating. If you're a guy who just stands on a hill, standing still, shooting at someone, hoping to get the kill, you're gonna have a hard time. In this game, you need to move while you're fighting someone. You need to be moving a lot while shooting, or at least move locations. So on island, there's a lot of head peeking. You're gonna be across the map 100 meters away shooting at each other, and it's just people practicing looking over a rock. And that's all it is. One person looks over the rock, he ducks, he looks over again, he ducks. The best way to fight people like that is to just rotate around the map and hit them from the side. No, most players don't do this. I don't know why. I kill most of you who just do that, but I'll go over more advanced PvP in another video, I suppose. But for the most part, that's what I teach people. I'm a BOA for the Discord. It's part of my job to teach new players in this game. It's a voluntary thing. If you ever need help and you want someone like me to assist you in these raids, hit up the BOA hub in the Tabor Discord. I think you can just type BOA in the gen chat and it'll tag you with something to their Discord. You can request a BOA and someone like me will personally take you into a raid. We'll help you out, whether if you want it on PvE, PvP, doesn't matter. But we'll take you into a raid, we'll teach you everything we can, and we'll walk the map around with you. And it's certain like offer suggestions based off your play style to help you become a better player. Or if you're just straight up new and want to learn things, we're here for that too. So definitely hit up the BOA program. I think that's like some of the best advice I can give new players without like actually going into raids and sitting here trying to explain things over and over again. But whenever it comes to going into raids, I'll make a different video of each map, I should say. That's more of a map guide type video. This is just tips for new players that you guys need to understand. So let's get on to the market now, and I'll make different videos later if you would like. Just comment down below if you want like an island guide, mall guide, silo guide. I can do it. I mean, I'm level 70. I play this a lot. I know every map like the back of my hand, and I survive 9 out of 10 raids. It's not, I mean, this is easy for me. But let's get on to the market. There's some things in there you're going to need to know before moving on. So to open this, you just hit on index, it's the touchpad on your left hand. On quest, I think it's the quest button on your left hand. Go to the Tabor market. So when you're in here, it'll spawn you in here. If your HP lady's over here, to buy things in here, you have a gun on your side. You just scan them. But if you don't want to scan them, you can also just click them to add to the cart if you read what it is. So this lady sells you your water, your bandages, and your nerds. So you have consumables here, your bandages, and your nerds. It's what heals you. Well, raises your water. Every trader now has bunker resources. The only sole purpose these have is for the quest lines of your, whenever you're doing quests instead of tasks. Like this lady, these, you take them to locations and you leave them there. That's it. They don't spawn airdrops. They don't do all this other shit that these Timmies will tell you that they do. You just deliver them and that's it. They're a mission. It's just another way to gain XP, reputation, and Karunas. Over here you have Shiro. This guy is where you buy your powder from, which I need more tracer powder. Probably need a couple more brass jars. That's all you do to buy stuff. You just add it to a cart and then you check out and purchase it. It costs a lot of Karunas, yes, but that's part of the game. He also has bunker resources. The spy cameras, you usually gotta have a mission where you put it next to a body found in raid. Container trackers, usually put these in the containers with a red X you'll find in raid along with other items. USB sticks, they plug into the side of a computer. You let it download a file, you exfil with it. That's usually the mission. They don't spawn airdrops. This is for anyone who says they spawn airdrops. Stop spreading false rumors. Over here you have Minty. Now when you're customizing your chest rigs, this is a big part. If you're just someone who uses LBAVs, you're probably starting off small, of course. So a lot of people don't realize if you want to put your modules on here, you can do this here and you can scan it. You check out, if you hit that star, it'll favorite it in your bunker. Now I'm not going to buy that because I'm not a Timmy, but I'll show you what that does here in a bit. Your Merchant of Death here, he's just your DLC guy. If you have any DLC items, they're going to be here at his place. There's all your different charms, the Eastwood pack with all your Western gear. There's the Meta Launch reward for the Mac 11 and the Terran Tactical DLC if you have the John Wick pack, and then any other DLC you buy in the future will be here. Now, the thing about him is whether it's a gun or armor, you can't level up Merchant of Death, so you have to rank up Spectre to get all his guns, and you gotta level up Minty for armors. I don't think it matters anymore because Alton Helms you gotta paint the Uwu skin on, so you don't have the Uwu pack, but I don't know if you get this at Minty 1. I don't know. I start out Minty 2. I think I start with it. But definitely for the guns, like the MPX, you don't get this at like level 1. I think it's like level 3 or something. Not sure. I'd have to look at it at the start of wipe. Now, Spectre is your guy with the guns, of course. Same thing with the armor. A lot of you don't realize when you're kitting out a gun here, you can put your attachments on the gun that you want to, like say you run alphas and like you always run it with an angle grip, a flashlight, and a red dot. This is how I run my gun usually. I usually run it exactly like this with a drum in it. You can scan that like that. So it's a custom AK alpha. And you can favorite it. I'll show you what that does right after we check Jiri. I don't need more alphas, so I'm not going to buy that. Merrick's a big one too. Jiri here, he's the guy that sells you your food. He has all your food, but he also has your bunker resources. So this is where you get gas. This is where you get the seeds to plant for the hash room, water filters to refill your water, and the jug. You can also take this in a raid and drink it. I don't know if you ever can't drink it here, but anyways, you can drink this for like a solid 30 minutes before it runs out. It's kind of ridiculous. The next one would be Merrick. As you rank up, I mentioned unlocking rooms. You buy them from this guy. There will be like rooms listed right here. All you gotta do is buy them. They're like 50,000 Karunas each, but this is where you upgrade your rooms. I already have them all unlocked, so I can't really show you. The never wipe room doesn't exist yet, just so y'all know. It's gonna get asked. Back to the bunker. Now, I mentioned the favorite system. Whenever you have things favorited, you go to your trade room here. If you leave stuff on the ground or they don't stay on your shelves and all that, they go to your kiosk here. You can have 100 kg before it starts billing you daily. I get billed a lot. Just part of it. Now, the favorites, whenever you go up here, you have favorites. This is where I keep my custom stuff. So like the custom, I'm sorry that there's a bar in here. I was using this for videos. Expect more bar videos. They need to patch it. But it's like my custom spears in here. This is just a spear I can buy directly from my kiosk. It's a spear, it's a mag, it's a combat grip, candy rail, flashlight, flexor. Here, I'll just show it to you. So this is my custom spear. A lot of people ask me why I don't use an angle grip. It's because this gun doesn't have a lot of recoil. If you can't keep it steady with a combat grip, I mean, you suck. I'm sorry, but most people single shot this gun anyways, and an angle grip's not necessary for something you single shoot. Like it's not necessary. When you full auto people though, it has 20 round mags. You don't need to control the recoil like you would in something with a stoner drum with 150 rounds or 75 rounds for the AK. But it doesn't have a lot of recoil as it is, and like, I mean, look for yourself. Do you really need an angle grip to control that? The answer is no. You don't. I'll buy 2 more. You are limited. You notice it says max 3. Everything now has limits on them. So I'll buy 3 Altons too. They have a max limit because you can only buy that many within a certain amount of time. Now, I don't know what the time is for every individual item in here, but I can tell you like Alton, Spears, and T6s, you can only buy 3 per hour and a half real time. Are you going to go through that much gear? Probably not. If you do, this video is for you. Anyways, I guess I'm about to take a bar into a raid and just show how I can go from bar to Chad. So that'll be another video. I'm going to take a bar into a raid and see if I can come out with a collector kit. But if you're new, I hope this video helped you out a lot. If you would like to just suggest something else in the comments that you want done or made a video on, I'll get to it. I'm going to try to get to every one of them because I want to make tutorials for you guys just to help you get better. Because I'm a BOA for the Discord anyways, this is just what I do. If you ever want live tips, come by the Twitch channel. I stream every day from 2 to 10 Central Standard Time or around that time, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. But I'm always on Twitch streaming. It's at TDVR Gaming as well. Come on by, drop a follow, join the Discord, just ask questions in there. I have people that will help you. But otherwise, I hope this video helped you all. I hope it can help you get better and have fun out there. Don't trust people who say they're friendly either. They're not. They're gonna shoot you. Shoot them first. Drop a like and subscribe if this helped, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.